Okay, so we have to start with question number 21. Which aqueous reagent liberates ammonia from ammonium nitrate on warming? Yes, if we have to liberate a ammonia, which substance must be added over here to give us a ammonia gas? Yes, who can answer me this thing? Yes, Sarah, Ayan and Zaid.
सही डी हो सकता है.
On adding alkali, it will happen. You have to remember this thing, that on adding alkali, this thing will happen. So it means it's a calcium nitrate. Wrong. It's a hydroxide. So yes, it is correct. Again, a chloride, a salt. So it is wrong as well. A sulfuric acid. So it is wrong as well. So this is the memory point that you have to, you need to remember that if we add a alkali in ammonium compound, ammonia gas is liberated. Is it understandable to everyone?
Yes sir.
Yes, sir.
कौन सा थोड़ा डिफरेंस जी. Two fertilizers are made by mixing chemical compounds. Okay. Fertilizer X contain 500 grams of ammonium nitrate. Answer check here. C. And 500 gram of ammonium sulfate. Fertilizer Y contains 700 gram of ammonium nitrate and 300 gram of calcium sulfate per kilograms. Okay. Which fertilizer contains the higher percentage of nitrogen by mass, and which contains the higher percentage of sulfur by mass? Yes, so see here they have given you the masses of all the substances. If we look at fertilizer X, so the actual mass or the MR, the sum of the MR of the fertilizers present in X, the compounds will be 80 plus 132. And here for Y, it will be अगला करो मैं इसे करवाता हूँ. 132 plus 136. Is it understandable to everyone? It's 212. And here what we will get 268. ये बात यहाँ तक clear है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if we talk about X, X have how many nitrogens? 1, 2, and 3. So the mass of, no, 1, 2, X have 4 nitrogens because it is ammonium sulfate NH4 twice, right? So for X, the percentage of nitrogen is equals to 4 times 14 divided by 212 and multiply by 100. जी ये पॉइंट क्लियर है सबको? और जरा मुझे नाइट्रोजन की परसेंटेज बता दीजिए क्या आ रही है? Just who can tell me the correct answer?
Sir, 26.4%.
26.4%.
4%.
Okay. Now, one thing we can easily predict that if we talk about here we have a 4 atoms of nitrogen. And if we look over here we have, in case of Y, we have 2 atoms of nitrogen, and its MR is quite higher than the X, which possibly means that I can easily conclude that X have a higher percentage of nitrogen than Y. ये बात सबको clear है?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it makes me to wrong C and D. Now we are left with okay. Now we are left with A and B. In B, they are saying that the percentage of sulfur is higher in Y. So let's look at the percentage of sulfur in both the cases. To find the percentage of sulfur for X, the formula must be the mass of sulfur is 32 and there is only one sulfur. So 32 over 132. Okay, we can easily do in this way as well, that if we work for a percentage of sulfur in Y as well, so here we have a 32, but the MR is higher. So MR is higher, which means lower percentage of sulfur over here and higher percentage of sulfur over here. ये बात समझ में आ रही है? कैलकुलेट किए बिना भी हम इसको जस्टिफाई कर सकते हैं. तो it means B goes wrong and A is the correct answer. जी ये पॉइंट क्लियर है सबको?
जी सर.
Okay, question number 23. Which processes occur in the manufacture of sulfuric acid? Burning of sulfur in air, is this occur?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is correct. Dissolving of sulfur dioxide in sulfuric acid, does this happen?
No, sir.
No, it does not happen. What about dissolving of sulfur dioxide in water?
No, sir.
No, sulfur trioxide gets dissolved in water. So this also goes wrong. And reacting of sulfur dioxide with air. Yes, this is correct, because in the first stage, sulfur and oxygen burns to give you sulfur dioxide. And then this happen that sulfur dioxide reacts with further oxygen, and it is a equilibrium reaction to form sulfur trioxide. So these two are correct, and if these two are correct, then C is our correct answer. Yes, Zaid, Shafi, and Sarah, is it understandable? If anybody have any doubt, kindly ask.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question number 24. A lump of element X can be cut by a knife. Okay. And if it can be cut by a knife, so we can easily predict that it is from group
Sir, it's potassium.
1. Yes, during its reaction react with water, X floats and melts. That is also, we'll recall that it is the properties of the group 1 metals that they have a low density, so that's why they float, and they are very reactive, so they melt readily. So what is X? A is a calcium. No, calcium does not float and this cannot be cut by a knife. Copper is a very typical metal. In the same way, magnesium is also. So our correct answer is D. So D is the correct answer. Yes, Sarah, Shafe, Zaid, and Ayan. Is it clear?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Chlorine is passed into separate samples of aqueous potassium iodide and aqueous potassium bromide. So in which solution is there a color change? Yes, if you recall, chlorine being reacted with Ki and Kbr, does in both the cases reaction occur? Yes, chlorine displaces bromide as well and iodide as well. So in which case you will observe a color change?
Sir, in both cases.
Both.
Yes, in both cases we will observe a color change, because in both the cases a new halogen is forming, and if we are getting a new halogen, then it's a color change. So A is the correct answer. Yes, Shafe. Yes, Sarah. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now question number 26. Which diagram shows the structure of an alloy? Yes, I think it is the easiest one. Who can tell me the correct answer?
Sir, A.
Yes, very good. A, because B is it's a graphite, if you recall. It can be a ionic lattice. C, and it can be a metallic lattice. So here we can easily say two different sizes. So it can be an alloy, and that's why is the correct answer. Yes, Zaid, Shafe, and Sarah, is it understandable?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Question number 27. Which element can only be extracted from its ore using electrolysis? Yes, who can answer me this?
The calcium.
Yes, out of these four, calcium is the only one which can be extracted from it electrolysis, because it have a higher in reactivity series,
It's
and
above
all of
carbon.
three, yes, calcium is above carbon, and they are below carbon and below hydrogen, so they cannot, there is no need to extract these elements, the copper, lead, and silver, by electrolysis. Okay, question number 28. Which equation shows a thermal decomposition that occur in blast furnace? If you see, there is a two substance are adding and giving you a one substance, so you can easily mark A and B
Sir, C,
wrong.
sir.
Yes, it's a C, and we can also mark D wrong because it is a neutralization. Decomposition, they say, and decomposition refers to breakdown, and we have a only equation in which we are observing a breakdown, that one substances are broken down into two. So C is our correct answer. Yes, Sarah. Yes, Shafet. Yes, Zaid. Is it clear? Ayan, very good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Question number 29. Which diagram correctly shows the conditions necessary for the rusting of iron and also the metal that can be used to prevent rusting by sacrificial protection? Okay, and if you recall over here that the conditions necessary for rusting is oxygen
And
and
water.
water both. So that's why I'm able to mark A and B wrong, because there is no water. So we are left with C and D. Now we have to choose between C and D. Here a magnesium is used, which is more reactive than iron, so it can
Sir, D.
protect sacrificially. So that can be correct. And here a copper is used that is less reactive than iron, so it cannot protect the iron sacrificially. So C goes wrong, and we are left with only one part, that is D. So D is our correct answer. Yes, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, question number 30. Aluminium is produced by the electrolysis of pure aluminium oxide. One of the electrode in the process had to be replaced often. Okay, we have discussed about this as well. Which statement is correct? The product at anode reacts with anode. Is this correct statement? And if you recall, in the electrolysis of
Yes.
pure aluminium
Oh no.
oxide, at anode we have oxide ion, which forms
Sir, it reacts
oxygen.
with the graphite.
Yes, very good, Ayan. It reacts with the carbon graphite to give carbon dioxide. So this is the correct one. And if it's a correct one, then B, C, D goes wrong, and the A option is correct. Yes, is it clear? Okay, question number 31. Which rock correctly compares the carbon dioxide and methane? Both contains carbon. Yes, so on the basis of that, I can easily mark C and D wrong. Why? Because they said that the both do not contain carbon. Both are described as a greenhouse gas. Yes, carbon dioxide and methane both are greenhouse gases. And here they have given us a wrong information. So it goes wrong in this over here. So B is the correct answer. जी यहाँ तक क्लियर है?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hmm. Now question number 32. हाँ, ये तो बहुत ही ट्राई करो, नहीं तो मार्केट रखो, मैं करवाऊंगा. Okay, question number 32. Seawater has to be purified in order to obtain drinking water from it. Which processes are used to purify seawater? Do we need to do the fractional distillation of
No, sir.
seawater? No.
C.
C.
Yes. So it means I will mark A and B wrong, and we have to do the desalination, and in D this is not used. Desalination is not used, so D goes wrong as well. So C is the correct answer. Okay. Yes, is 32 is understandable to everyone? Shafe, Sarah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now question number 33. Which structure represents an isomer of butane? So butane is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. So its formula is C4H10. So I can easily mark D wrong because D is C4H8. Okay. Now, if you look at A and B both are same. Both are actually butane. So A and B goes wrong because there is a no branch. They are all linear structure C. The whole structure, the all carbon atoms are in one series. But if you look over here in C, all the carbon atoms are not in one series. 3 carbon atoms are in a series, and 1 carbon goes as a branch. And its formula is C4H10 as well. So it is an isomer. So that's why C is the correct answer. If anybody have any doubt, kindly ask.
सर एयर भी क्यों नहीं हुआ
Because
Sir,
in
AR
A
भी
and
क्यों
B,
नहीं हुआ?
अगर आप देखें in A and B, both are the same thing. उन्होंने सिंपली क्या किया, देखें इस कार्बन को यहाँ पे शिफ्ट कर दिया, और अगर B में, और अगर आप A में देखें तो A में ये चीज ऐसी रखी है और इस कार्बन को यहाँ पे बना दिया, तो उससे फर्क क्या पड़ेगा? ब्रांच तो नहीं बन रही ना A में ब्रांच बन रही है ना B में ब्रांच बन रही है.
ठीक है सर, ठीक है.
ठीक है, सिर्फ C ऐसा है जिसमें ब्रांच बन रही है, और में तो नंबर ऑफ हाइड्रोजन ही कम है. तो इसलिए अयान आपको क्लियर है? शाफे एंड सारा?
जी सर, क्लियर है.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now question number 34. Which statement about the organic compounds methane, ethane, and propane is correct? C. It's an alkene. And this one, and this one are alkanes. You can easily identify by observing their general formula or by applying the general formula of alkane and alkene. So the first statement is correct.
No, sir.
No, it's not.
Because
Because
C2H6 is saturated.
yes, it's an alkane, so it cannot decolorise bromine water. They all are saturated compound. Is this statement is correct?
No, sir.
No, sir.
It is also wrong. They are all unsaturated compound. Is this
No, sir.
statement is correct?
No, sir. No, sir.
No.
No,
They
sir.
all are hydrocarbons. Yes, this statement is correct. So D is our correct answer.
जी सर.
जी, यहाँ तक क्लियर है सबको?
जी सर.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now question number 35. The alkenes
Sir, C.
are homologous series. Okay, let me check. Which statement about alkene is correct? An alkene molecule contains 4 fewer hydrogen atoms than an alkane molecule with the number of carbon atoms. Is this statement is correct?
No, sir.
No, because alkene
It
molecules
contains two less hydrogen atoms.
have only two less hydrogen atoms. अगर metal के साथ नहीं है. Hmm? So my mistake. Okay, now if a food is described as polyunsaturated, it means it contains a polymer. Is this statement is correct? जी क्या ये बात सही है? Yes, polyunsaturated means more than one carbon-carbon double bond. So it doesn't mean that it's a polymer. So B goes wrong. ये बात सबको clear हो गई?
जी सर.
का मतलब क्या है? ठहरना, ठहरो. हाँ, सांस भी तोड़ना और आवाज अपने आप में.
Okay. Now, propene reacts with steam to form alcohol. Yes, this is correct because if you recall, kindly silent कर दीजिए, mute कर दीजिए please. Shafe. Okay, so CH3, CH double bond, CH2. So when it reacts with steam, one hydrogen goes here and one OH comes over here, or in either way. So this statement is correct. We will get a propanol. So C is our correct answer and D goes wrong. Yes, is it understandable to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now question number 36. Which organic compound is used as a solvent, a renewable fuel, and in the production of vinegar? Who can answer this one?
Ethanol.
Very good. It's a ethanol. Ethanol can do all the things, and ethanoic acid is vinegar itself. Okay. Now, question number 37. Which structure shows carboxylic acid with the lowest relative molecular mass? So I can easily mark C wrong because C doesn't have a is not a carboxylic acid. D also goes wrong because it is not a carboxylic acid. We have A and B as a carboxylic acid, but A have a one carbon and B have a two carbon. So B also goes because it have a highest high. Okay. 38. What is the name of the ester shown? Yes, can anybody tell me the name of the ester which is showing over here? Yes, who can tell me the name? if you see, this is
Sir,
alkanoate.
propyl propanoate.
Yes, very good. And alkanoate have a 4 carbons. So on the basis of this, where we have a propanoate, we will mark it wrong. And here we have a ethanoate. So we will mark this one as well wrong. So we have a 1 with a butanoate answer. So B is the correct answer. ये बात clear है सबको?
जी सर. Yes sir.
Question number 39. Okay. Which diagram shows the partial structure of its polymer? जी, ये आपके पास जो मोनोमर है, इस मोनोमर का जो है कौन शो कर रहा है? देखें, हाउ मेनी कार्बन्स वी हैव? 3 कार्बन्स. और अगर मैं यहाँ पे एक रिपीट यूनिट आइडेंटिफाई करूं तो इसमें कितने कार्बन है? सिर्फ 2 कार्बन है, तो ए तो रॉन्ग हो गया, राइट? अच्छा, यहाँ पे हमें फ्लोरीन नजर आ रहा है और यहाँ पे हमारे पास क्लोरीन है, तो बी भी रॉन्ग हो गया. और यहाँ पे भी फ्लोरीन नजर आ रहा है, तो सी भी रॉन्ग हो गया. अच्छा, फ्लोरीन बेसिकली उस कार्बन पे अटैच है जिस कार्बन पे मिथाइल है. तो इसी कार्बन पे CH3 है और इसी कार्बन पे फ्लोरीन है, जो कि यहाँ पे वेरीफाई हो रहा है. तो इसीलिए डी ऑप्शन आपका करेक्ट होगा. ये बात सबको समझ में आई है?
जी सर.
अगर हम एक
जी
रिपीट
सर.
यूनिट लें हर केस में, तो इस जिस कार्बन पे हाइड्रोजन है उस कार्बन पे यहाँ पे क्लोरीन होना चाहिए था, इसी बेसिस पे ये रॉन्ग हुआ. इन द सेम वे यहाँ पे भी यही बात है कि जिस कार्बन पे क्लोरीन है उस कार्बन पे हाइड्रोजन है हमारे पास एक्चुअल मॉलिक्यूल में, और इस कार्बन पे जहाँ पे क्लोरीन है वहां पे फ्लोरीन ले लिया, तो इस फ्लोरीन की वजह से
सही
ये भी
बेटा
रॉन्ग
आने
हो
वाला.
गया. जी, तो ये करेक्ट है. जी, किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछ लें.
No sir.
Okay. Question number 40. Which statement about polymer is correct? Nylon and terylene are produced by the addition polymerization. Is this correct?
लगे रहने का सर.
Hmm?
खुला है ना.
Both are formed by the condensation polymerization, especially nylon, so it goes wrong. Nylon and terylene both contain amide linkages. Wrong. Nylon contains amide, terylene contains polyester, ester linkages. Simple sugar are produced by hydrolyzing proteins. No, sugars are produced by hydrolyzing cellulose, starch, glycogen. Starch contain element carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Yes, very good. This statement is correct because starch is the polymer of a glucose, and the simple sugars, so they contain only carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Oh, sorry, I marked it wrong. It's a correct answer. जी, ये clear है सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
जी सर.
Okay. So we'll be ending our class over here. Tomorrow we
सर
will
आप मुझे
start.
ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री के कुछ प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चन भेज सकते हैं सर?
And
सर आप मुझे